Right, Burwood Pegasus Community Board. There's no one here from Burwood Pegasus. We've got Mairehau Road, safety improvements and new footpath. Would you like to move this?
Sure. Yeah, that went
Seconded by
through.
David.
Yep.
Any discussion?
Perhaps just,
Is it all good?
yeah, all good. Just a good join-up process being sought with DHB and ECAN over there. It's
I
a
was-
wide road, which
I
helps.
was going to ask a question though.
Yes.
Because I helped a constituent when I was an MP apply to the community board for a pedestrian refuge island further up Mairehau Road, so he could cross the road to catch the bus because they go both ways,
Yeah.
off and picking up, and the post box was on the other side of the road, plus the pub.
Yeah.
Plus the doctor. So everything was on the other side of Travis Road from where he lived. He lived on the corner of Daytona.
Oh, yes.
So,
Further down though.
eh?
That's further down.
Daytona's more sort of in
Yes, I know it's further down. So why aren't we doing that as well?
That one's been on the books for years. I don't know why it goes on and off, but
No, well, it wasn't on the books. That's why
no,
we.
but it has been talked about. I thought it was going to be done at one stage.
Oh, perhaps staff could come forward and answer the question as to why we can't have a refuge further down Mairehau Road as well. So while you're putting this one in, can we put one in near the corner of Daytona? There was a petition that a very active Member of Parliament took to the Burwood Pegasus Community Board with her constituent who lived on the corner of Daytona and Mairehau Road. What happened?
I'm not aware what happened with that particular one. In terms of this item, so this item considered the current project.
This is all
which
to
went
do with
through.
Burwood Hospital.
Yep.
People live further down the road.
So what we discussed with the board when I went there a couple of weeks ago now was that we have organised a workshop with DHB and ECAN representatives to be there from the PT perspective to look at some wider issues that the board raised in the meeting 2 weeks ago, and we can include those wider discussions there. Certainly that crossing isn't included in the current project that's planned, but we can discuss that with the board and get the board's view on that along with Burwood Hospital and ECAN.
Even though it's further down the road.
Even though it's further, I mean, it could
Do you
fit
promise?
with. Sorry?
Do you promise that will happen?
That we will discuss it in
Yeah.
terms of the needs. With,
That's
yes,
all I
it's-
want. That's
Yep.
all I want.
Yep.
So
Yep.
make a note, guys. That's going to be discussed.
Daytona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daytona.
it's right down
I'll
by
find.
the-
I'll
one good horse.
the electorate officer's probably still got the details.
My territory, the rest of it's yours.
Leah needs to tick it off.
Be rejected by the community board. No, it wasn't. It was supported by the community board. Yanni.
Oh, thanks. One of the positive things to our district plan is we asked for integrated traffic assessments as part of large-scale developments. Has there been an integrated traffic kind of plan for the new hospital redevelopment? Because I'm kind of worried that we're doing piecemeal kind of intersections without a holistic approach.
There certainly have been discussions with the hospital in terms of the traffic management, and one of the outcomes of that was the bus route has now been changed to go through the hospital to better suit the people that want to go to the hospital. I'm not sure whether that's exactly started yet, but it's certainly planned to change the route to do that. I can't answer the question because I don't know whether there's been an overall traffic assessment for specifically the changes that are occurring at Burwood Hospital. But certainly in terms of the Mairehau Road improvements, we have taken on board the comments from Philip Haythornthwaite in terms of the crossing points to provide for the hospital needs in terms of access to buses along that stretch of Mairehau Road. And then when we meet with the board in September, it's intended to discuss the other issues that the board raised, which is the other accesses to the hospital and the Burwood Mairehau Road intersection, and that project is in the plan for 3 years' time, encompassing within that intersection upgrade any other needs that might be needed in terms of the relocation of services to Burwood Hospital.
See, I just kind of wonder whether we should actually be saying, well, the new hospital's going in, I think it's opening officially soon. We actually should have a plan so that everything's kind of done at, in a logical sequence rather than come back in 3 years' time. Like to me, it doesn't make much sense. I thought when we went and did the tour, there's no bus stop going in the hospital, there's no interchange or waiting area. But is that likely to change if the bus route goes through?
I have no, that's an issue for the hospital to, I guess, discuss in terms of the rerouting through the hospital and the facilities that need to be provided within the hospital grounds for the bus route change.
I think Phil had a long discussion with the DHB about this, and he's not here, so.
I mean, I guess what I'm worried about is we spend all this money now doing this project, and then we basically come back in a few years and do something else because the bus services have changed.
No, sorry, the intersection project is an upgrade project for network efficiency in 3 years' time.
It's standalone, it has to happen.
And we're going to have the discussion with the board and the DHB and ECAN just to make sure that we integrate any facilities that are needed as part of that intersection upgrade to accompany or to accommodate any hospital needs.
You'll be pleased to know that I raised the bus with the Palms when I went there, and they are very excited at the prospect of the buses going through the Palms and actually working with us on a bus interchange. They themselves are just as concerned about people standing outside in the rain as we are. So, you know, and so I've passed on the contact details, and I think something's going to happen. So, yeah, no, I think it's great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. All right. So I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. That's carried. And I've got Bob Boundy's phone number here, guys. If you want to give Bob Boundy, he's the name of the guy that lives on Daytona. Yeah. He sent me a message on Facebook. He's not very happy about the standard of the road patching either.
Yeah. Who's going to visit them?
Is it called a pedestrian crossing? Is that
No,
No, it's a pedestrian pedestrian refuge.
refuge?
Yeah.
He's alive, David,
I'll give you the details. You can give him a ring.
Okay.
So,